Everybody, welcome back to Kiki Loves Nigeria. On this episode of Kiki Loves Nigeria, we're going to dive a little deeper and we're going to try to discover what role Sisters International is playing in the demise of these women in the Gambia. Now, before we get started, I want to make this 100% clear that this is strictly my opinion. I'm strictly telling you what I think. What I think, people. Okay? So now that we've gotten that legality out of the way, this is strictly my commentary and my opinion. We shall continue. Now, what I think is going on in the Gambia with Sisters International and these women is a form of mind control, people. I think there's witchcraft going on. Because why would these women be coming to the Gambia, hooking up with these bumpsters, giving up all their money, being broke in the Gambia, suffering in the Gambia, go there with money, and within months, all the money is gone? And the common link is Sisters International, and when they pass away, who's the person to report it? Who's the person to seem to have all the information and want to control all the information? Sisters International. Yeah, let's continue. So you're probably saying, oh, Kiki, that sounds ridiculous. These women are practicing mind control on these other women. Yeah. In my humble opinion, I think they are. And why do I think they are? Because for one, why are these women following them blindly and aimlessly like they are, without question? These women say anything and they believe it. They know these women are liars. They know that in this little group, this little support group, they say one thing about these deaths, and then they say publicly something else. So they know they're liars, but yet they still follow them. That's a sign there's mind control going on. They can't make decisions for themselves anymore. So let's look at this. One of the ways you know when somebody is being controlled mentally, when mind control is going on, is that the person will do things that they wouldn't normally do. They'll date people they won't normally date. They'll do things they wouldn't normally do. Now, if you notice, these women and Sisters International V are all involved with bumpsters. They all come there. It's like they hook them up with these bumpsters, and they become the opportunity to the bumpster, his opportunity for an improvement of a better life. Because you see in the video, you heard Veronica say she wasn't there to sponsor them. Most of the men she was meeting wanted someone to sponsor them. So that's another way you know. Why are they being introduced to these bumpsters? Why are they finding these bumpsters attractive and they normally wouldn't talk to them? They normally wouldn't do business with a bumpster, but all of a sudden the bumpsters are their business partner. All of a sudden they're investing money into the bumpsters. All of a sudden they're living with the bumpsters. All of a sudden they're married to the bumpsters. And some of them know that this isn't right, but they can't control it. That's why they keep it a secret. That's why I feel like Veronica didn't want us to know she was in love with this man, but it was obvious. She made over 22 videos about Jack. And who is Jack? We don't know. Sisters International know. That's one way we know, people. Witchcraft is being used here. Because these women are involved with people and men they would not normally be involved with. Now, I'm going to present you some evidence. Now, you tell me, we all see Veronica. We can tell this is a woman of caliber. This is just not a trashy woman. Now, you tell me, is this something Veronica would do? Would she be hanging out at 12 or 1 o'clock in the morning doing this in the United States with a person like this? And I'm not talking about this man. I'm not putting him down in no shape, form, or fashion, but I'm just saying there's levels to this. And frankly, this man is not on Veronica's level. So consider this video and tell me what you think.
So it's about, I don't know, midnight. Yeah. And me and Jack. And this is Mr. Brown Color. Mr. Brown Color, yes. So we out here just kicking it. We can do this. Hey. See, we can do this, y'all. We decide to change our lives. We gotta do good, y'all. Yeah, man. We gotta be good.
So you all tell me, does Jack look like somebody Veronica would normally date? Does Jack look like him and Veronica are on the same level? Like I said, this is how you know that mind control is going on, because she's doing things she wouldn't normally do. Now, let's look at the second way you know mind control is going on. Another reason, in my humble opinion, that I believe that Sisters International is engaged in mind control, which is witchcraft, which is black magic, is because they seem to control these women's thoughts. You heard me. They control their thoughts. That's another sign. And the way they're doing this, let me show you. So what you're looking at here is a message that V, the leader with the blonde hair, all these messages that I'm showing you, she's writing these messages to this group that she's in charge of. They have this little secret support group, okay, which is Sisters International. And this is where they talk about things like the African Americans and what goes on with us and what goes on in our community. Well, notice in this message, this lady V is clearly saying that Veronica's door was open. Her door was open, and that there were signs of another break-in. Now, that's not what was presented to the public. This is what they presented to the public. Our dear sister has passed away sometime on Tuesday night / Wednesday morning. So it was early in the morning. What, between 3 and 5 p.m., the time that the break-ins occur? And how do they know that? How do they know that? Due to an asthma attack in her home in the Gambia. Further investigations are underway. Who's investigating, people? That's a blatant lie. And how do they know it was asthma? That's even a bigger lie. This is the message that she presented to the public, people. This is what she told us. This is what she wanted us to believe. But all along, Sisters International knew. They knew that Veronica's door was open, and they knew that there were signs of a break-in. They knew this was not natural. They knew this was not peaceful. They knew this was not asthma. Because they said, V, the leader, said herself, the queen narcissist says herself, that there needs to be further investigation because her door was open. And there were signs of a break-in, of another break-in, people. This is another break-in, not the first break-in. This is the second break-in. But she comes to the public and she tells us something completely different than what she says in her secret girl group. And guess what? Everybody in the international girl group, they don't have access to those messages that I'm showing you guys. Only her secret friends, probably her biggest donors, have access to these messages. And if they're not donating money, they've got something else she wants. That's why she's giving them access to this secret. She's got like a secret society inside Sisters International. And they're getting these messages. So, they want to control what you think. They want to control our mind. They want to control your thoughts. So what do? They put out this big lie to try to control everybody's thoughts. But the people who are under their spell, you see, they're believing it. They're coming on my channel boldly, defending this fabricated, nonsensical lie. This is how you know, people. These women are defending a gigantic lie. And it's clear here that she says she knows the door was open and that the house had been broken into. Again, twice. This occurred between Tuesday and Wednesday morning. How do you know that? How does she know all of this? Like I said, in my humble opinion, this person is practicing witchcraft. She's practicing mind control. And she's getting these women in dangerous situations. Because personally, I believe she's the one who collects when they pass away, if they're not married. But even if they're married, I bet you she's collecting something. Because she's probably got them signing something saying she's the next of kin. Now let's continue. Let's take a look at this one. What did I tell you we're looking at? Trying to control your thoughts. Mind control. Another way you know when someone's practicing witchcraft, which is mind control, which is another form of black magic, is that they are trying to control what you think. All right, so yesterday after I did my live, she goes inside the leader of the secret girl group. She goes inside the group, right? To her little secret circle. And she sends this message, y'all. She shut down the girl group, okay? The secret society in the girl group, she's shutting them down because she says somebody's leaking information to a YouTube content creator. Wonder who she's talking about. How does she know someone's leaking me information? How does she know I'm not a member of the group? She doesn't know. She doesn't know. Well, let's go on. She says, I've had so many calls from people who are so angry and reporting her channel on YouTube. They're reporting my channel for what? What are they going to report my channel for? She never explained what they're reporting it for. Nonsense. They have named sister in this group, and they have forwarded things, Veronica, and we have said it's so sad, capitalizing on someone's death. Yes, because that's what you do. That's why you're so angry. You think I'm doing that. No, ma'am. I don't do that. You're the one always at the scene when one of us passed away. You're the one who's so ready to give the report that one of us has passed away. You do all of these people, ma'am. Let's continue. So I would say you're the one capitalizing. You're getting something. Because if you weren't getting something, if she was not getting something, she would not be trying to spin this story to make things look natural when she knows they're not. I'm sorry to have to report this, but we're going to be closing this support group. As you all know, one of our sisters has passed away, and certain sisters in the support group have been passing information on to others who have used this information for a YouTube channel spreading damaging information about the sister who passed away. Y'all know that's a lie. What information am I spreading that's damaging? That you all are wicked? That you all are practicing a form of witchcraft called mind control? And you were using it on Veronica? She knew something was going on, but she just didn't know what. She had dreams of being surrounded by snakes. She said she was in a snake den. Excuse me, a lion's den. And you are the lions, Sister International. You were the lions in her dream. She just didn't know it. You were the snakes she was surrounded by, that she was seeing. But she couldn't know it because you were controlling her mind. Now let's continue. So they continue and say, she's spreading damaging information about the sister who passed away. The other groups will remain open. Also, sisters living in the Gambia group. We are sorry it has to come to this, but I am sure you'll understand. So, she thinks one of these women are giving me information. She just doesn't know that I am one of these women. Yeah. So, she wants to throw this out there like she's closing this group down for real. But you heard her say, people, she's got 2 more groups. She's got 2 more groups. This is all more gaslighting to try to make these women feel something that they shouldn't feel, because she's controlling them. So now they're going to all start turning on each other, trying to figure out who's leaking information. I'm getting my own information. Sisters International, I told you, I know all about you. Let's continue, people. So now she says, I told y'all, the other groups will remain open. And if you need to contact us, email us. Again, how do you know witchcraft, black magic, mind control is going on? Because they try to control your thoughts. This group is clearly trying to control these women's thoughts. Now they're thinking. Now she wants to make them think one of them is giving me information when she doesn't even know. But she's manipulating the situation because she's controlling their thoughts. And what did I tell you? This is one of the main reasons you know Sisters International is practicing witchcraft and black magic by using mind control, in my humble opinion. There's more. So, remember, what did I tell you? They try to control your thoughts. And that's what they're trying to do. But the rest of us are not under their mind control spell, so we can see through it. So this is what else the lady V said in the group. I just thought you knew how Veronica was selling food from her house and had signs posted pointing to the way there, which means to her house. This could have made her a target. Now, I thought you said she passed away from asthma, Sisters International. I thought you said there was no foul play, Sisters International. Why didn't you tell us this? You told your secret girl group this. Why didn't you tell us that you even felt like Veronica had been a target of foul play because she was selling food, which was ground chicken, everybody. She was selling ground chicken out of her house. She had signs pointing the way to her house. Okay, so say you were walking down the street and you saw a sign that said ground chicken, or driving down the street, I'm sorry, and you saw a sign that said ground chicken, and you're like, oh, I want some of that. Well, Veronica had signs that were pointing the way to her house. This was how she was going to make money. So this was one thing they felt like also made her a target, because who is she competing with now, people? Who is she competing with? The grocery stores. The grocery stores. But why didn't they tell us this? Why didn't they tell us that she was selling fresh meat from her home and that everybody knew because there were signs pointing the way? People will think she has money. People know she has food. Of course, that made her a target. But why didn't they tell us that, people? Because witchcraft, black magic, mind control. I want to control your thoughts. So I control the information you receive, and I control what you think and believe. Because remember, everybody's not in this inner circle. This is the secret circle who talk about these things. They tell the rest of the girl group what they tell us, and they just lap it up and defend it to the end. Like I said, this woman knew Veronica was a target. She knew it. She knew something foul happened to Veronica, but she wants to present it to us. Like, oh, it was just an asthma attack. Why? What is she gaining? Oh, other women in the girl group won't come once they know this is going on. So she got to step up her mind control. She got to control all the information now, including Kiki Loves Nigeria. That's why she sent her little minions to report my channel to YouTube. But for what? You got to have a reason for your complaint. Let's continue, people. Let's continue. This message. So she said, there was no foul play. Nobody done anything to Veronica, even though there was a door open. It clearly looked like there was forced entry into the home. We read what she said to her girl group. And this is what else she said to her girl group. Somebody asked her a question, I guess, from the response about, is there a way, she could have been poisoned or given some kind of medicine to make it seem like she had an asthma attack. And this is what the leader of the girl group says. A certain herb and root here that can suppress breathing and make it look like you're having an asthma attack. So this low down, dirty Sisters International knows that there's herbs there that they can give you that can slow down your breathing and make you look like you're having an asthma attack when you're really poisoned. Why didn't she tell us that, people? Why didn't she tell us that? Why did she just tell the secret girl group that? She told us she died from an asthma attack. And that was it. No foul play. She was old. She was sick. She came to the Gambia to die. But in her girl group, she's, I would say, bragging about her knowledge, about what she knows. I know she had signs pointing to her house. That set her up for a target. I know there's herbs you can give people to make it look like they're dying from an asthma attack. She's gloating, in my opinion, because a narcissist has to gloat. That's how they get caught, the gloating. Because she has too much information, people. Said, if she was in the United States, they would bring her in for questioning. You know a little too much, lady. A little too much. That's why I say, in my humble opinion, Sisters International practice witchcraft and black magic to control these women, to get them to come to the Gambia, invest all their money in some frivolous project, hook them up with a bumpster, all their money and time be used and wasted, and then something tragic happens. And guess who's there? They don't have any family in the Gambia. They're estranged from their family. So you can put me down. I bet she volunteers and say, you can put me down as the contact. She was my friend. Wake up, people. They're making money off of us. She broke too. They're all broke. So this is how they have to make money. Off of us. Costing us our lives. Let's check out this last message. Now, she says in this message to her secret girl group. So it sounds like the secret girl group is in on the lies also, because she's saying this stuff to them and they're fully aware of what she's saying to the public. So this is what she says to the secret girl group. Wonder if it was a panic/heart attack or asthma. Wonder who here diagnosed that to be the cause of death. Let me repeat that. Didn't she tell us she was there? Didn't she tell us the policeman told her? That's what she said. That's what she came on my channel and said, right? Well, let's repeat what she told the secret girl group. She told them, wonder if it was a panic/heart attack or asthma. Wonder who here diagnosed that to be the cause of her death. Like I said, nobody knows how Veronica died. They put this narrative out there so it could be quiet, so it wouldn't stop these women coming to the Gambia, so it wouldn't mess up her little money flow, her consultation fees, her donations, whatever she's getting, because she's getting something. You can believe that. She's getting something, because this woman is fully aware that what happened to Veronica was not natural. But she came to us and offered us a lie. Now let's finish. Listen to what she says. Veronica appeared to be extremely healthy, conscious, and fit. Veronica appeared to be extremely healthy, conscious, and fit. But in another one of her posts, she says, we're just old. Veronica was old. African Americans were old. She came here to die. She was sickly. Control information. I want to use my witchcraft to control what you think. I'm going to control what you think. I'm going to control what you hear. I'm going to spin the story about Veronica. I'm not going to let Veronica's death stop my money flow. If those women find out what happened to Veronica and that she was over here with no money and no help, that we were doing nothing for her, they won't join my group. They won't support me. I won't be the leader anymore. I won't be important anymore. I won't be the star anymore. That's what's going on here, people. At our detriment. Because this woman knew full well that how Veronica died was not natural. Now let's finish. She says, I know while back she was involved with a young Gambian. So she's trying to deflect and put it on Jack. I know she was involved with a young Gambian. You know who he is. It's Jack. You know Jack. You were in the video with Jack. But you're telling the group you don't know anything about that. Not sure what happened. You see, this woman's evil. She knows more than what she's telling us. She came up with this plan for the asthma attack. She came up with all of this. She knew full well about Jack. And now she's trying to distance herself from Veronica and Jack. She knows she's a part of it. In my humble opinion, this woman is bringing women to Africa to put them in very, very, very bad situations. And then she leaves them there. She makes you think she's going to support you with her mind control and her witchcraft. She makes you think she's going to be there for you by controlling your thoughts. But in your heart, you know that you're hungry in Africa. You know she's not doing nothing for you in Africa. But you're still there, wondering, why can't you leave? Because she's using her witchcraft to control you. Because when you finally leave physically, when you finally pass away, in my opinion, who's going to be there to collect along with your bumpster spouse who she's cool with, who she probably introduced you to him? They'll be there to collect.